First time you ever admitted you're wrong. Right, 8:15 at Wolverhampton. Emily, what are we like in here?
Well, you can see there number 9, Alika, is the favourite, but I've actually gone with number 4, Very Dainty, 9 to 1 there at the moment. And I just thought that she did show plenty of promise on her debut here at Wolves. She will improve for that. She missed the break and ran on in the closing stages. That was over the 6 furlongs. It's up to 7 tonight. I thought it was just quite an eye-catching run, so she could be a little bit of value here.
It's an interesting runner making its debut here. Maiden Navigator for David Simcock. Now, we know he's a quality trainer. Young George Bass takes off a valuable 7, but she's a daughter of See the Moon, who's had an amazing 16 winners his first season.
First, also won the German Derby.
16 winners he's already had. I think individuals it's up around 20-something and a couple of group winners to boot. So certainly one who's made a major impact when you thought staying was going to be, thought his youngsters were going to improve a little bit later on as 3- and 4-year-olds. So real good start for him.
Yes. Just one.
Alika, that is the favourite, who's just having a little prop. Eddie Greatrex on board. Eddie's had a fairly good night. I suppose they'll be a touch disappointed it wasn't to happen with the old boy Corinthian Knight a little bit earlier on, but they already had one on the board. Proceed has gone in on the early part of the card. Last couple, it looks as if starting to load, Lucy, and there's Essenza for Barry McHugh.
Runners are all in. And they're off. They're racing over 7 furlongs, several of them slow away. Maiden Navigator and also Reasoned, along with Secret Magic, and after a slow start making some ground, Remembering You, but leading the way is Alika. Alika out in front, leading by a length from Essenza, the nose-banded runner in second. Invincibella in maroon and beige is close up, and then the colour change now pink with black braces, black sleeves and a black cap for Amor Kethley, who's lying back in 4th place, just ahead of Remembering You, recovering from that slow start in blue and orange. Then mid-division is Very Dainty in the white colours from Reasoned in the yellow. Secret Magic's just got a couple behind in the spots. Maiden Navigator, and the back marker is Carlos Favour in dark blue and white. They're past the 4 furlong marker, and it's Alika who makes the running under Eddie Greatrex. Leads by a length, tracked in second place by Essenza and Barry McHugh. Then a line of 3 behind, Amor Kethley, Invincibella, and 3 deep as they swing the corner out of the back straight is Reasoned, who's made some ground. They're followed by the white colours of Very Dainty, and then Remembering You, who's ridden along as they make the turn in, and it's still Alika who shows the way to Essenza, but there's only half a length between them, and Essenza's travelling strongly. 2 lengths to Invincibella, shading 3rd place. Then Amor Kethley ridden along on the inside as they make the run towards the final furlong, and Essenza now produced to tackle Alika for the lead. 2 lengths to Invincibella. Very Dainty is keeping on well, but Essenza's taken over for Barry McHugh, going a length clear of Alika. Then Invincibella, who's finishing well. Essenza out in front from Alika, still running on Invincibella, but Essenza's in front and is 3 parts of a length clear. Gets the better of a protracted battle with Alika, with Invincibella 3rd and Very Dainty 4th.
She's really appreciated the step up in trip, this Essenza. She was second at Southern last time out over the 6, and she's stepped up in trip here, and she's galloped all the way to the line.
Do you know, it's been a real good end to the campaign as far as Barry is concerned. He, I think he's had 3 or 4 concussions throughout this season. So he's had a right few knocks and bumps along the way. So I think he'd be happy the way it's ended up towards the tail end. And this year at York, Red Balloons, of course, who was a big winner of the sales race there that Barry was on. So, he's had sort of a real good part of the year. He's been unlucky with a few knocks and bumps, and then having a good run just recently.
Yeah, he's never been short in riding ability, but as you say, it's been a stop-start old season for him, but you can see he hasn't really had to be too severe on this horse. This horse has won very easily indeed, actually, in the end. 2
top-rated runners in here were Essenza and Invincibella. So Richard Fahey, we always talk about that win machine, Luke, and we give him a bit of welly as well, but he is just a win machine trainer, isn't he? There aren't many that manage to slip through his hands without gracing the winners enclosure.
he's
That takes a
top
bit of
man.
doing, you know, and you always talk to me about the way he trains them there. They've got that routine, they're all in that
I go
familiar...
there quite often when I'm up at York,
Yeah.
just going right out a little bit. And it's just interesting going to different trainers and seeing how they do it. And he's got this system. All the horses are happy, all the staff are happy, and they, you know, the horses run accordingly. There aren't many that leave there that don't win.
And do you know what? I've noticed they've been in good form the whole way through the season. He hasn't really had any dips in form. They just seem to have been in great form all season.
And I was just looking on Twitter there, actually, the point-to-point that